Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to be showing you exactly what you need to do so you can pack your GOAT. We're going to get you unlimited packs. So if your GOAT is Messi, then you're going to get the boy. And if your GOAT is Ronaldo, then do you even know ball? But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, all you've got to do to say thank you is drop a like down below and of course subscribe. And as usual, if you want some coins to buy your GOAT, well, if you can't afford your favorite players and trading to them just isn't realistic, and of course you don't want to give EA money, then playhub.com is exactly what you need. They take the company from the equation and has you buying coins directly off other players, which means you get far cheaper prices as well. You can buy and sell from the same account. So whether you want to buy your favorite player or you pack someone insane and you want to sell them, Playhub has you covered. Playhub protects both you and the seller, so every single transaction is 100% secure and you can finally get your favorite players without breaking the bank. Make sure to use my link in the description and enjoy your new team. Let's talk about the objectives. This is always going to be an important section. Forgot that I had to log in and out to see the new objectives, but let's have a look. So we've got a season 7 weekly play. There is a new weekly play from the looks of things. Okay, so that's for the people who haven't done the one last week, so unfortunately it means nothing to myself. We've got a daily play, obviously a daily login completionist, the basic stuff. We've got a daily play completionist, once again, the classics. You've got Luna as an honorable mentions just for basically playing the game, so you're going to pick up a lot of those packs. Got a build your own TOTS evolution, which results in a 1 of 2 90+ player pick. Score 35 goals in 1 squad battles match on exactly beginner difficulty with 6 MLS players in your starting 11 and win 7 matches in squad battles while having 6 Saudi League players in your starting 11. So interesting. We've got a build your TOTS evo, we've got a total versatility, and then we've also got a 1 of 2 90+ player pick. So a lot of interesting stuff there. Very big player pick, and obviously it'll take time, but this is a big one to get you a very big bit of fodder. Let's talk about the store. Obviously sometimes we get a 30 coin pack, a 15 coin pack, a 10 coin pack, and today we have got jack shit. They've essentially just not even bothered dropping promo packs, which is interesting on the day that they've dropped the GOATs, but you know, it is what it is. Who am I to tell EA how to run their company? So first of all, obviously you want to get your daily login upgrade done. That's kind of a no-brainer. This is the only thing that you're going to get for free here realistically. Not only do you get the daily login pack, you of course get the pack for completing the objective. So this is a double whammy. It's probably the best thing we have on offer right now. For some reason, they've left the 83 × 7 for the La Liga, which you don't want to do because obviously it doesn't have TOTS in anymore. We have been given 83 14s, I believe. Someone dropped that in the chat on the live earlier. So we've got 83 14s, 86 player picks. Premium mixed up league is still there. You've got a team of the week upgrade. And we've now got for our daily, super daily bronze again. So they thought, you know what, we'll do silver 1 week and then we'll just do bronze. So for some reason, they haven't bothered switching that up at all, which is an interesting move from them. But you know what? It makes it easier to do the grind. We all know the grind. We all love the grind. So let's start off with removing what we don't need. We don't need the player picks right now. They're useful, they're helpful, but they're not going to help us immediately. We need the craft and upgrade. We need the grind. We need these super dailies, the dailies. We'll leave the mixed upgrade for now. That's not relevant to us at this moment. So first of all, you got a load of packs. Where do you start? Well, you start with your super daily bronze. This one's a simple one. By opening these packs up, you're just going to basically, and I did the maths 1 week and it's in a video and I actually explained it and people have asked me to do it since. I actually can't be bothered, but you can get 70 crafting upgrades by doing all of the bronze available upgrades, so the super daily bronze and your daily bronze. And you've also got things like your commons available here in your Born Legend and Rising Star. You've got things like the marquee matchups, which will supply you with more. You've got the MLS TOTS challenge. So if you do all of these challenges that are like very basic and easy, you've got 70 or more crafting upgrades. Now, for those of you who don't understand how these work, because I did actually have this question, because some people have just started FIFA and they don't know what's going on, which is fine, that's understandable. So what you want to do, you put one of the lowest rated players in the game, a bronze player, into the super daily bronze upgrade. Once you've done all 3 of these upgrades, you can open those bronze packs. The result is you're going to get an absolute ton of bronze players. For reference, this is what those packs are going to look like. A super bronze pack, it's pretty much just going to have trash in it, but it's going to get you a ton of bronzes, which then gives you a ton of the grind pack. Now, for those of you who are wondering, this is what a grind pack looks like. It's a gold pack. It may have a walkout, which we've been very lucky to get there. So we have got ourselves Rodri, which is absolutely bonkers. That's really, really lucky. But in most of these packs, you're going to have 3 low-rated rares and then a load of commons. So what you're going to do is send all of them to your club. And just for reference, for those of you who haven't been sort of keeping up or maybe don't understand, you do those bronze upgrades. You put the bronze players in the TOTS grind upgrade. So this one here. So I go bronze, fill the squad, ignore position, high to low, and then we build it out like this. So very simply, that pack's done. I've got a grind upgrade, and that's the pack that you just saw me open. When you've done the grind upgrades, you can put the players from them into the crafting upgrade. So very, very simple. One goes into the other. It is a little bit of a process. What's good in this process is you can get good cards along the way. So obviously you saw we actually got Rodri, a 91 rated bit of fodder, who's going to really help me in some of these later SBCs anyway. But in the meantime, I'll submit my lower rated golds. You're going to have to put 2 rares and then, no wait, 2 rares and 7 commons into this SBC. 9 players in total. Very, very simple SBC. You can use your storage if you want to. See what your storage is at. Obviously, as you can see here, I've maybe got a few too many or not enough commons and too many rares in my storage. So we'll get rid of them. You don't want to put more rare cards in than is necessary. It doesn't make sense. It's a waste of what you've got in your club. So we'll go back to this again, low to high, and we'll get some of those commons from my club. Now, all of this is just to accumulate golds and gold commons so that you can go and do the crafting upgrade. And that is this very simple upgrade here. 5 times 77. Sometimes you'll get walkouts, sometimes you won't. It's rarer to get a walkout in the crafting, which we've already done, than it is to get one in here. So I would say in 10 of these, you're probably going to see 1 or 2 walkouts quite quickly. They are, in my opinion, a very good pack to stock your club. You get 83s, you get 84s, you get 85, and you get walkouts. And look, not every pack is going to be a walkout. Not every pack is going to be good. But the fact that you basically from the off, you know, get the bronzes for free, they cost, you know, you get 24 bronzes for 1 bronze card. 1 bronze card is worth nothing in this game. So there's a good exchange. And then every step of the way after those bronze packs, although it's not necessarily likely, you saw it with the walkout we got, you can get very good cards in these. So yes, it's a bit of a journey. Yes, it's a bit of a craft. But on that craft, you do have the opportunity for bangers. You could get Messi, you could get Ronaldo, you could get Rodri. Do you know what I mean? There's an array of options that are actually reasonable. Now, once you've done this enough, what you will find is if you do all of the crafting upgrades available to you on the day, which if you only do the bronze stuff, you've probably got about 30 or 40 of these available to you every single day. And once you've done those upgrades, what you're going to have, and I'll show you what we've got here for me, is up here, you're going to see this. So you're going to have filled your dupe storage. And when you fill it up with that last card, I can't add her into my dupe storage because I simply don't have the space. So what we're going to do is we're going to use those storage players to make the next SBC. And then I can go ahead and continue the process. And I believe Osimhen has just sold, which would be an absolute win for me. Okay, that's not Osimhen. It looks like we might be stuck with him for another weekend league. I did want to buy Retegui. I really did. Once your storage is filled up, you want to go to your favourites and you want to pick an SBC to build. Now, first of all, you need a team of the season for any of these, or you're going to need a team of the week. So team of the week, if we go over to the team of the week upgrade, very, very simple. Squad builder, maximum of an 83 because you don't want to put any more in, and that's what this SBC requires. You want it to be regular gold. You don't want low to high, so I've done that wrong, but at least you get to see an example of someone doing it wrong. Clear that squad, we'll go back in, squad builder, high to low, and then we're going to rebuild that. So that's going to fill this out of 83s, and I've got myself a team of the week, which means I can do these SBCs. Now, luckily, I already had a team of the season, so I can go back over here, and we'll say 84-7, 83-14. I'm going to do the 83-14. Higher volume of players, more likely to have more players to rebuild SBCs, and also more likely to help build out my club. So it's a no-brainer in my opinion. We're going to go from the storage to build out this one. So we're using players from the storage, which is what I forgot to do for the team of the week upgrade. Silly me. And we're going to use 83s, 84s, and everything for low to fill this out. So what you will see is once we add 1 more of these in, oh wow, I've got to add more. Wow, I did not expect to add so many. There we go. And we've used them from the storage. So that's cleared out probably 10 slots from my storage. Now I've got a lot of fodder. So I've got a lot of team of the seasons. I've got a lot of team of the week. So I could do another one of these. So we'll do Gabriel here. We'll go for the 83s if available in the storage. We've got a full set and we'll go there. So that's a win. So we've just cleared a lot of that storage out. We've gained ourselves an 83-14. Now that 83-14 should give us a lot more fodder and more cards to do this again. And we can send that player to our storage. So let's do that. We're going to open the 83-14. It's given us a team of the season. So that's the best result right now as a team of the season or a Chelsea card. We've got a centre-back from La Francais, from Russian Saudi League. Is that Umtiti? I don't actually know who plays there, so I'm just... Did Umtiti go there? Oh no, Simakan. Now, Simakan actually looks like he's got quite a nice card, but looking at the card as well, the rating, chances are he's very cheap. So he goes for about 20k. So where's he going to go? Into the next day 3-3-14. And you can see we got a lot of players there, a lot of stuff to build out the club, and of course a card that's going to help me do another 83-14. And that's the best case scenario. You're getting something that you can recycle, so you can do more of these, and you're getting more cards. So you've got Musiala there, a few 84s. They're not the best 83-14s, but they're also not the worst. Now, your next step would be to move over to the 84-7s. Same process, use the crafting upgrades that you have, use players from your 83-14s, and build an 84-7. Now, here's one I made earlier, the classic cooking show phrase. I have this from the last TOTS, so we have an 84-7. I'm saving a lot of my packs for a big live stream we're doing tomorrow, so make sure to get involved. We've got a 12-hour live stream tomorrow. And my dupe storage is filled again. So what am I going to do? We're going to do the 86 plus player pick. Now this is the last thing you want to do. You want to do all the other upgrades first. The reason being, this is the worst of the bunch, because basically it's most likely to suck a load of your players out of the club, and it's least likely for you to get a good return from it. So it's basically the one that all in all, you're probably going to be worst off from after doing. So it's the one that you want to hold off from as much as you can, and then when you really can't help yourself and you really want to do it and you've done everything else, you can go, right, cool, I'll do this player pick, knowing that the chances are I'm not going to profit, I'm not going to get a win, but I'll do the player pick. And that's the mindset you got to have with these, because they're not really very good. Now, saying that, they also can be incredibly good. And if you want to see me open all three of mine, 86 pluses, a load of team in the season packs, a load of 84-7s, a load of 83-14s, and everything I possibly bloody can, make sure to be on that live tomorrow. It's 12 hours. It starts at UK time, 1 PM, and we'll be on till 1 AM. We'll even watch the Champions League game and do a watch along. So make sure to stay tuned, make sure to get involved, and I'll see you tomorrow.